Donald Trump has won the 2024 presidential election. This is not news that I wanted to get, and it's probably not news that you wanted either. But unfortunately, it is the reality of the situation, and Donald Trump will be the next president of the United States. I just wanted to come on here and provide some of my thoughts. This video is not scripted. I haven't written anything down. I haven't prepared for this at all. And there will probably be no cuts or very few in this video because I want to just be open and honest and kind of share everything I'm thinking with you. And I hope you do the same in the comments. But I want to start off by saying thank you. Thank you for your support of me. It has changed my life, and it has given me a platform to advocate for the issues and the solutions that I care about. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I also want to say thank you for your support of Kamala Harris, the Democratic Party, President Biden, and Democrats all the way down the ballot. It is remarkable what we've been able to accomplish together. And I also want to say that I greatly appreciate you and everything you've done. You made phone calls. You knocked doors. You sent out mailers, or maybe even just talked to your friends, family, and loved ones about the danger that Trump poses and the solutions that Kamala Harris was providing. Those conversations go a long way. Hearts are not changed overnight, and you're part of the process. And I want you to know that your work did not go unnoticed, and your work was not for nothing. So thank you. Now, this hurts. This hurts. This stings. This is a tough pill to swallow. This result feels like a punch in the gut for millions of people. Millions of women, people of color, immigrants, members of the LGBTQ+ community, and more. We were on the right side of the issues. Kamala Harris was advocating for making real change, making people's lives better, thinking about the future, not the past. And for some reason or another, which I'm sure many people will have an opinion on, that message did not resonate. And we're seeing specific groups of people, like young men between the ages of 18 and 29, swinging heavily toward the Republican Party and heavily toward Donald Trump. There is something just wrong in our politics. There's no easier way to put it. If we have a competent candidate in the form of Kamala Harris, who's worked in every branch of government and has spent her life fighting for people, and that candidate is proposing real solutions, and they lose to someone who's a criminal, a sexual abuser, a fraudster, someone who was president once and mishandled the major issues facing the country, then there's something wrong with our politics. There's something that we are not doing right to reach people and convince people in the way that we'd like to. And I don't know what that is. I don't. And I hate to say that I don't have many solutions to offer right now, which feels a little hopeless. But I'm confident that we can solve this problem together. This is not, me trying to solve it or somebody else on YouTube trying to solve it or Kamala Harris or one Democrat. It's going to be solved together. The thing is, as I mentioned, we are on the right side of these issues. And when you're on the right side, people typically like that. But for some reason in this election, it just didn't resonate. And the fact that a lot of groups of people went toward Trump is something that we need to think long and hard about and ask ourselves why. Why did that happen? How can we win these people back? How can we change their minds and let them know that actually the Democratic Party and people like Kamala Harris are fighting for you? They're not fighting for wealthy people, the big corporations, anybody like that. They are fighting for you. I don't know how we convince people of that, as I mentioned, but it's something that we do need to pursue and do need to think about longer. I don't know what the future looks like from here. I don't know what the Democratic Party looks like from here. And I'm not going to play the finger pointing game. I'm not going to blame anybody because this was not a Kamala Harris issue. This wasn't a campaign issue. There was just a rightward swing in the United States that almost seemed baked in. It almost seemed unavoidable, no matter who the candidate was. So in that same vein, I don't know what comes next. I don't know who the leader of the Democratic Party will be and who will emerge in the next couple of years. But what I do know, and I want to stress to you, is that we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And I think we're going to be okay because we have each other. It's very easy to feel cynical and alone and like nobody's on your side when you see stuff like this. But I'm here with you. There are millions of people here with you who care about what you care about and are fighting for the things you're fighting for. We're going to do it together. And that's what's going to make this country better. So now I think we set our sights on blocking the terrible aspects, the terrible legislation, the terrible guidances from the second Trump term. I think we do right now whatever we can to protect the American people around the country from the havoc that Donald Trump is going to bring. And I think that that's our best bet. So I want you to know that I'm thinking about you today, and I want you to take just a couple of deep breaths and recalibrate, because there's so much more to fight for. There's so much more to do, and it's so easy to get really sad. But this is not the end. I will not lay down to Donald Trump. I will not stop fighting. I will not let Donald Trump have free reign. And I know you won't either. I know you won't either. So, as I mentioned, just take a couple of days, take a deep breath, air out your feelings in the comment section or wherever is best for you. And we will get back out there. We will continue to fight. And once again, we're going to do it together. So I appreciate you. The support means the world. And I hope you're doing okay today. I really hope you're doing okay today. Have a good one, everybody. Feel free to reach out if you'd like. I'm happy to chat. And we'll talk soon. All right? Thanks, everybody.